Okay, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share these videos. Right? I'm going to add an additional commentary and narration to this video. All right. Now, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and always film the police because you don't know what they can do. All right.
I'm talking to Curtis.
Always exercise your rights. There's nothing wrong with exercising your rights, guys. I really appreciate the time you put into watching these videos, and I also appreciate your guys' support.
For all
right, guys, I am out of here, and the video starts in about 5 seconds, guys.
Get a good identification of this person.
We are doing an investigation, and we need all the help that we can get right now. Even our Code 5 dependents. You know, you've been working really hard, so we appreciate all the work you guys been doing. Please remember, I do not endorse genetically modified organisms, so please don't purchase those. Try to stay organic and local. Go shop at your farmer's market. We also accept food stamps there, so whenever you like to come by, shop local.
Shop local. I like it.
Right now we have garbanzo beans, $3.99 a pound.
For beets?
Garbanzo beans.
Garbanzo beans.
Make some nice hummus. We usually like to add some chili peppers, some garlic, Celtic sea salt. Helps the flavor out. And the apple cider vinegar really gives it that kick that we love.
Do you do a food channel?
Hope Hummus.
Okay. So
Hope Hummus.
They do want him trespassed.
Okay.
So we'll do a trespass form on him. And
can we verify his identity by identity real quick?
Sure.
Or I can?
Yeah.
I just want to hang out
No,
here.
hang out.
Okay.
So yes, I do want to Okay. So let's see.
I just told them.
Okay, just for,
We're going to write a report up for sure.
who's that for GP? So if they're trespassing from the store, they're wrong on my property. I want to trespass from
The whole mall property? Okay, so we'll do 2 trespass warrants, 1 from the store and 1 for the entire property. All right?
Do you know the address?
Yes, I do. The department store, right?
No. The whole property?
Others, well, we wrote 4 around here. Northwest.
Now,
Do you need a ride home, Samuel? Or where are you going?
Right. I've never had that question asked to me before, but
It's raining and you're wearing cotton, so you're going to get soaking wet if you're out there walking.
That is true. That is true.
If you're in Gilbert, I can give you a ride. If you're not too far out of Gilbert, depending on where it's at, I can give you a ride, but I'm not gonna go like miles and miles out of my town.
Well, I guess that it's not your jurisdiction then.
But what's not where you live?
Yeah.
Well, but as long as it's, I mean, if it's within a mile or so, I don't mind.
No, it's not a mile.
Oh, then unfortunately, I can't.
So, what's your thoughts on cannabis now that we have you live right now?
My thoughts is, as a police officer, I enforce whatever law the state has enacted as law. If it's not illegal, then it's not illegal.
So, knowing that cannabis has beneficial attributes to it, and it's known there's no really negative effect, you still enforce the law on cannabis.
Yes.
I just don't see how that's just right to do that.
Sounds like you're taking a very subjective, narrow-minded opinion on it.
Well, it's a plant like everything else, and
Poison ivy is a plant.
yes, and it has good uses to it
And
too.
it has some pretty negative uses as well. Would you agree?
Every plant has both.
Okay.
Every plant has both.
You know what poison ivy doesn't do is they don't put it in capsule form. They can put marijuana in a capsule form and the same medicinal purposes. So what would be the purpose of...
Hey there, Sam. Oh, you want to cover your face, but you want to take my picture.
Oh,
right?
you get it though. You get the recording because you're in front of me.
I don't care if you record me or not.
We've already got him on recording.
Yeah? Okay.
We record everything, so it's...
Well, that's good. Yeah. See, I didn't think he was going to do that, so I took a picture of him earlier with the regular phone. So.
Well, the pharmaceutical companies have toxic drugs that they non-organically grow. They don't even organically grow those drugs.
This is actually pretty much irrelevant to what we're here. I don't have, nor will I share a personal opinion with you while I'm on duty because that would be extremely unprofessional of me. What I will tell you is that as a police officer, it is my responsibility to fairly enforce the laws. And if the laws say at this point, without a medical marijuana card, you can't possess it, or with a medical marijuana card over 2.5 ounces as personal possessor, then I will enforce the law. If the law later says that no, it's not illegal, then obviously that's not a law we'll enforce anymore. But I have a responsibility not just to you, but to everybody else to enforce the laws fairly. I don't get to say in what law I believe is fair is unfair. That's not my job. That's what the lawmakers are for, and the citizens who vote.
Unfortunately, that's not the case these days because corporations have bought out the rights.
You know what? I don't buy into big corporate issues. I buy into I control my own happiness, my own destiny, and other people can control their own.
Well, people are dying and they need something to heal with, and that's a very healing alternative. Even
I've never heard of any life being saved by marijuana.
I've heard of many documentaries being done, and even heroin saves people, and not in the concentrated form, of course, in natural state grown, just like the coca leaves are very beneficial in a salad.
That's interesting. You know how many people I've seen die from heroin?
It's because they do the concentrated form that's on the street. They don't grow it themselves and eat it raw, which is supposed to be the way people are supposed to do it.
I have a feeling they probably wouldn't have a problem with that, but that's clearly not the way it's being used, is it?
Well, by a lot of people are not using it. Some people have the brains to know.
You have a hard time with yes or no questions, don't you?
No, I don't. I just know that there's bullshit being...
Expired yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll go
have
take
no
it.
trespass notifications.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
I'll do the face, make sure it's him, and then I'll give you one.
Cool. Thank you. Okay.
But basically, you know, you guys are enforcing laws on drugs that shouldn't be illegal, like heroin, cocaine, and marijuana. They're natural drugs that heal the body in small concentrations. Small concentrations.
Heroin heals the body.
In its raw state. When you grow it in its raw state, it actually heals the body. But on the street, they concentrate it, and it's too strong to actually... It's just like wax with marijuana. It's not a natural way to consume the plant. You're supposed to cut it off and let it dry and then smoke it or consume it in a chemical state that's natural with citrus and then coconut oil to put into the fat cells.
Yeah. Raining hard.
But see, you guys used to be really good people, but because of the laws got messed up, you signed up for something you don't know what you're dealing with, really. You don't have enough education to know what effect you're having.
Follow the law of the land.
It's really...
My opinions don't really matter.
They do matter.
Well, I know I have a vote, so I vote. But I do my job, and I follow the law of the land. And I enforce the law of the land. So...
Well, no matter how much you enforce the law of the land, you will never be able to enforce marijuana. It will be overpowering you every time. There's no way you can do it.
So, is that why you smoke marijuana? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm saying that there's so much demand for the plant. Nearly 70% of the world wants it at any given time. That there's no way you can enforce something like that does so many beneficial things.
Where did you get that statistic?
It doesn't matter. The fact is, it's a healing drug, and that's one of the most popular drugs.
Please don't play into this.
Play into this. This is real life stuff I'm talking about. I'm actually educating you, sir. This is something you don't actually get that often.
For someone who doesn't understand the Miranda warnings to educate me.
How could I? There's too many books on it. I just know the basics.
And that's all I was asking you to know.
No, you were asking me if I knew my rights, which is everything.
Are you still on probation?
See, you continue to act like this, playing the gotcha games that you normally do, and that's another thing that is morally wrong.
Well, I'm just asking if you're still on probation. I saw that you got arrested. And you were on probation for a year. I just didn't see the date. I was wondering, or 3 years.
How is that relevant to what we're doing here?
Well, it's relevant because you were seen doing some obscure things that could be considered criminal.
I was. Do you have proof of that?
I don't have proof of it.
No proof.
No.
Then you are really doing something really serious. You know that's a serious thing to accuse someone of something when you have no proof, right?
Well, there's proof, and then there's reasonable suspicion that it was you. They're different. You got to read those books you were talking about. You're not sharing the umbrella?
I have more important things in my time, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I mean, fortunately.
Are you going to need a ride home?
It's not your jurisdiction.
Where's it at?
My ride home? It could be anywhere. I have many houses.
Nice. I only got one house.
Well, that's fine. All you need is one to live in.
Then why do you have so many?
It's up to me, you know? It's what I do.
It's up to me.
But, you know, there is a lot of problems that you guys are signing up for that you shouldn't be doing. Once you figure out what effect you're having on the population here, you will rethink what you're doing, and you might actually feel suicidal, probably. That's a common thing, or homicidal, but in time you'll learn. You might be able to get rid of your police uniform and resign.
Well, I love my job.
Or you could maybe just focus on real crimes that, you know, like rape and all that other stuff.
And that's exactly what tonight could have led to. Absolutely.
Right. Me walking into a store, buying the product, coming out of the store, and then here we are.
Well, that's not exactly what happened. Well, we've been over that 10 times now.
Well,
that was before you turned on your camera.
See, you want to argue something
about the woman who was complaining about you because you were grabbing around her breast area and she felt uncomfortable.
Okay, you're accusing me of something when you have no proof of it. Again.
You're right. That's why you're not under
arrest.
It's
a serious allegation.
Because the woman felt uncomfortable and she went to Target Security to call the police, but then she left. So we don't know why she left, but if she would have stood here and then she could have pointed you out, you're right. I don't know for sure it was you, but a green hoodie and sweatpants.
You know, if someone touched me like that and I was a woman, I would definitely have stayed and looked out for the person and would have said, hey, that's the guy. You know? I think that's a little fishy.
Well,
if you
I'm glad you've now admitted on camera that you believe that's wrong. So if you ever do that again, this
I didn't admit.
Documentation is saying that you know that is wrong to do and that you're culpable.
No, I'm saying if I was a woman, I had to put up with something like you're just explaining.
So you're saying that's wrong, right? Or you got the app.
Don't need an app. This is higher intelligence than what you're dealing with.
That's pretty cool. You like your phone?
It's a decent phone. The Note 5 is decent, but the Apple is definitely a better choice, unless you like the live broadcasting.
See, the Apple. I went with the Apple, and I'm kind of regretting not getting the Samsung Edge.
You're fine. You got better software internally. It's the best system. You know, it's not gonna have problems. This is gonna have problems.
I'm having lots of problems on my iPhone.
Like what? What are you gonna have problems with?
My camera. No, it's free. I gotta probably show you. So my camera. If I go to camera. If I flip this way? Oh, no, it's not going to do it because you're here. But it usually freezes up.
I think that might be a software issue, or it might be the phone itself, because I usually don't have that issue. I had an iPad once that wouldn't even flip to the back camera sometimes.
That's what this does. It freezes up, and then it just takes a couple seconds.
Try doing a factory reset on your phone.
I did that. Good.
I guess just get another new phone altogether, because you never usually have those problems with Apple.
No, I know. I like Apple. I've had a lot of iPhones, but this last one has kind of let me down.
All right. So this one is for the whole mall, Crossroads Town Center Mall, and then this one is just for the Target stuff.
Samuel, so I'm just letting you know. Please see the paper. You're being trespassed from all of this complex. Okay.
Is that
so that's across the street? Crossroads Town Center Mall. Just this corner of the mall, the whole parking lot.
All right.
You're being trespassed. If you come back within 1 year from today, you will be arrested, okay?
Well, that includes the Ross and Starbucks.
Ross, Starbucks, all that stuff.
So is there a way to, what's that word?
Appeal this? No.
Appeal, yeah.
No, there's not.
Well, who do you talk to then?
Nobody.
Who's issuing this? You guys? He's issuing this.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
He's a lawful representative who has the authority.
We'll figure out who you are. We'll do some investigation.
Okay. So, if I could have you just Sign right here, sir.
All right.
Saying you received this piece of paper.
You're not talking to the average individual here.
I know that.
You'll see.
Thank you, sir.
Be about 5 business days.
Okay.
Do you still live in Phoenix, Samuel? It's a heck of a walk from Phoenix.
I live in many
Here's
cities.
your copy, sir. You got lots of houses. All right. Here's the other one. So this one also specifically Target. So you cannot come to this Target at all either. I know they're kind of double do each other, but Target wished to have you trespass, so I got to do that as well.
Am I able to take back this item right now at the Target?
Nope.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
They trespass.
Oh.
you have to go to a different Target.
All right.
Like there you.
Well, in that case, it doesn't matter.
I had him sign on my spot last time. Hey, can I have your paper back so I can fill it out the right way?
No. I'm
Okay.
confiscating this.
Okay, that's okay.
It doesn't matter.
I know. It's just a joke. Yeah.
That was my fault. It's been a
16.
while.
You put 15, 16.
See? You got me flustered.
Are you smoking dope today?
No. Well, there's 70%
Why do you
of the
call it
world.
dope if it's so good for you?
There's 70% of the world
It's
that
just a
wants
name
it all
for
the
it.
time, right?
There's so many people that smoke it. I mean, there's people in your force that smoke it. Lots of people that I actually hang out with in your force.
You hang out with cops from Gilbert?
Yeah. And we smoke it all the time.
You're in good company.
Yeah.
You smoke it with Gilbert cops?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do a lot of investigations.
I like it. Thank you for your time.
Yep. DEA as well.
You smoke it with those guys too?
Be careful. Be careful.
Make sure you don't drive, okay? Because your license is suspended.
So my license is not even active.
That's because it's suspended.
Well, it can be re-enrolled whenever I want.
Hi, man. You're free to leave.
All right.
Sure.
I'm waiting for my ride, so they're pulling up right here. They're going to be pulling up right here. We are still live. It's been 16 minutes and 57 seconds. 2 police officers, 1 on each side. All right. 2 cop cars. This is a code 2358. We have just got a notice that that our organization cannot go into the Super Target anymore.
I'm going to wait.
On the name of Samuel Bernard.
He was waiting. He caught a ride. He pulled a ride.
Be advised that 678 is a 27 code.
Take care, Sam.
All right. Try to do better next time. I've done my job. And he departs. They're leaving. All right. The pig has left. Pig number 1. Parking. I guess we did not leave. He's parking. He's posted up. He's in entrapment mode. I repeat, entrapment mode. All right. All right. The rain has actually stopped going. We have no rainfall right now currently. It's beautiful out. It's nice and fresh, crisp air. It's wonderful. Hey, so the guys on CBS, we want you to let everybody know that it's been really nice this night. Beautiful temperature. The air quality is just magnificent. Hey, I'm not your friend, man. don't talk to me like I'm your friend. You kicked me out of here. All right, Officer 2 approaches the car. So the reason why I've been on the raw food diet is I noticed after I got released from the penitentiary in Florence prison, I noticed that my health was deteriorating, and I was eating genetically modified foods the time that I was in there, and then the time that I was just going to normal stores, they just had a bunch of food that was just chemically processed. And as I started buying traditional produce, I noticed that it was going away a little bit, but there was still some kind of toxicity in the air. So not all the way have we completed the diagram of perfect, clear nutrition. Now, this is not something that is just ordinary. Like, trying to find the water that was clean was a hard process. Like, Fiji is like really good water, but the problem is they store it in glass bottles. And we all know what glass does when you put water in glass for long periods of time. There's a chemical toxin that releases from the plastic, and when it's stored in glass, it's actually perfect, wonderful. And here we have a Mercedes-Benz, the one that we ordered over here right now. And that's it. We are done with our live broadcast. Thank you for watching, everyone. Merry